Good morning, folks. Papa Joe here. I actually started the video earlier, and let me close these down a second and talk to you. I started the video several minutes ago. I went to readjust it so you could see some of what I was doing, and I turned it off and there wasn't enough good stuff, so I'm starting all over again. It's Saturday morning, I don't know, pretty much noon. Well, there's the clock up there, 10 to 12. I'm getting ready to do some brunch for me and Grandma. We've been just kicking back, watching some TV, shooting the bull, making plans, looking at stuff. Just slow, mellow morning. Somebody had asked me before about making gravy from scratch. I haven't done it in years, and it's simple. Anymore, the sausages and bacons and stuff that you get, you don't get good grease to make your gravies. They add so much water and nonsense to put weight into it that it doesn't make good gravy. So you either have to literally buy lard, which Mama does for her bacon and stuff, or do it from something like this. The McCormick's pretty good. We have used the envelopes and whatnot, and they have a taste that I'm not, especially the brown gravy. I don't even want brown gravy out of one of them envelopes. I don't. I can taste it. I can tell it's not for me. However, this stuff, if you're just doing biscuits and gravy, you can't beat it. It's so easy to make, and it tastes okay. Now, growing up, we raised our own critters, and we butchered our own critters for the most part. Yes, we still bought stuff from the store, but we would raise hogs, and come butchering time, we knew we was going to be rendering. Rendering means what it is you take the fat from the pig and you leave the hide on it, the skin's still on it. You scrape the hair off of it. I could tell stories about it. But then you start putting it in a pot and heating it up, and that fat will turn into grease. Then Mama would strain it, which would separate the hide from the grease. Now the hide, the skin, that's where you get your cracklings, pork skins, all that stuff. That's what that is a skin, pork skin. And now we used to make crackling bread and all that, and you can still find crackling. Crackling is a cornbread, where you make cornbread and add it to it. Now, since we rendered our own stuff, and back then, even out of the store, you got better quality of meat by any means, and we're going back 40 years ago plus. Mom always had a can on the stove that was just for grease. So if she cooked sausage or whatever, she would, any kind of pork, she would pour that into that coffee pot or coffee can, whatever she had, and when you wasn't making gravy or cooking taters or whatever and you needed grease, that's what you used. Now, they said that it was unhealthy and all that, and they got all the oils, but now, look at me, do I look unhealthy? I'm a big boy, but I ain't that damn big. So I'm going to have a shot at it today with you. I'm still learning this tripod, so I'm kind of tilted over. You just got to deal with it. My kitchen really isn't crooked. It's just this camera, the way it's set up, and I don't know what to do with it. I mean, it was cheap, made in China, and there's parts of it there that just drives me nuts. If I do it like that, no, it's just going to lean. And I'm not going to be able to get it perfectly level on them, so it is what it is. Anyhow, now, what I'm going to do this morning, now it's just playing around, nothing fancy in here. I couldn't sleep last night, and I wound up in here in the kitchen making me PBJ, actually. PBJ and a glass of milk. Here, Mama, please. And Mama had laid out some tortillas. We thought the boys were working both days this week. And I told her I would do some kind of a breakfast burrito instead of her doing her sausage biscuits that she normally does. Thank you. And I've seen them tortillas laying there. And I got wondering. Now let's see if you can see me here. Yeah, you can see. You read my cigarette. I got wondering if we could take these rascals, put them down in a pan. I've been doing all them little breakfast deals. Can you see what I'm doing? Not very good. What if I tilt you forward some? What if I turn you around? Yeah, I know, you couldn't even tell you'd turned around, could you? That's because if I show too much of the kitchen, Grandma will be whooping up on me. Not that I mind, but... Alright, I've been doing those little breakfast cups, and I seen these laying there, and I was like, I wonder if I could. So that's what I'm going to try to do this morning. Now, I'm not going to be cooking down a bunch of sausage and all that stuff. All I did is I took one of them big tortillas over there and I cut it into fours. No big deal. No, I didn't show you doing that. I figured you knew how to cut a tortilla into fours, so didn't need that. So I'm only going to do 4 of these this morning since it's an experiment. And I'm curious how this tortilla is going to do to make for the cup to hold this stuff. Now down the road, if this works out right, we can cook up a little sausage, taters, whatever we want, and put in here. Right now I'm just going to put in some cheese. So me and Grandma do like cheese. See, now that one ain't staying down, it's staying down in there, but it's not up on the side like I would like. Her and I was talking yesterday while I was on my way home. We're thinking about trying a couple of different crescent roll dishes. She had one, some kind of a bread log, I forget, that she was wanting to do. Alright, oven's already preheated over there. And I'm going to just break that egg in there. Like so. And as you see, I got a tater over here. That's coming up in a few minutes. I want to go ahead and break this yellow and this white a little bit here. Tell you what, that's filling that cup up pretty good there. Now we're also talking about, and I don't call them by the right name, drives Mama crazy. I call them crucibles because I have a friend that is a bench jeweler, and I used to go down and hang out with him and make a little bit of jewelry. I have skills y'all ain't got a clue about, but I was telling her that these are really too small, these cupcake deals, and they have the little individuals that are just, see, that one's not going to work very good either. Or you can do these in an individual little pan. It's about as big as round as this measuring cup here, and about half that tall, I guess. So probably double the size of one of these cupcake pans. Okay. Now, we've got those. I'm going to stick them in the oven at 350. I'm going to go ahead and just set my timer. You remember last week we had issues Whoa, not 30, I want it for 20, damn it. Alright, there's 19 minutes, close enough. So anyhow, there's that. We're going to try that dish. Now also, I am going to get some taters going. And I think I'll use this back burner. Turn it fairly high. One of my cast irons. I try not to use them. Because they're a little bit, let me turn this just a little bit so you can get some of that stove in there too. They're kind of heavy for Grandma to manhandle. This little one here is not near as bad. I'll put me a good splash of oil in there. I use olive oil, dark bottle, always get your oil in a dark bottle. We have another one down there. Alright, I've already cut up this tater, and while I was doing it, Grandma was cleaning up behind me and loading the dishwasher, and I said, where's that newfangled? Seen this on TV a couple weeks ago, and I got 2 of them. And it's a meat board cutting knife, or whatever you want to call it. And I said, why am I doing these on the normal cutting board when we have that new gadget? And I'm bad about buying new gadgets, boys and girls. I like my gadgets. And this is actually the first time I've got to use this, and boy, it's pretty damn good. It was one of them buy one, get one free deals. And Robert was here taking a break. He'd been working when I was watching that. And he'd like, damn, Pop, look, buy one, get one free. You order 2, and I know somebody that would. I'm like, uh-huh. All right, when you're cooking, frying taters, you do want to get your skillet a little bit hot before you put your taters in there. I'm going to need that. Let's see, we'll try this pan. Might want one. Hey, Mama, these little green pans that hang up behind the stove, is that big enough for 6 patties, or do I need to dig out a bigger one? Well, you normally cook them, and you normally cook more than 6, though, don't you?
I can't hear a word you're saying. I'm coming.
She's on her way to rescue me. I was saying, well, one of these pans you think do for 6? 6 sausage patties.
Yeah.
I'd hate to get out that bigger one. And,
Yeah, that'll work.
alright, cool.
Or use.
Alright, so, yeah.
You're not
we'll
going to
make
use
work.
that pan again for anything?
No,
Okay.
no.
'Cause it,
Okay,
it's
my
just
skillet over here is starting to smoke, so I know it's good and hot. I'm going to turn it down some, down to about 6. Going to take my taters, and they should commence making some racket. Hey, baby, I need a lid to put this cast iron. I bought her so many dishes and gadgets and stuff for in here that she has to keep them put up in a certain way and in certain places. And it's a lot easier for me to just ask her where it's at. So, which she prefers and I prefer. So now that ain't a whole lot of taters. We're gonna let them get going. A little salt and pepper. Go
right
ahead.
under that door, there's a lid rack.
This one in the lid rack?
Yeah.
Which
Either
lid
a
fits
glass
it
or
best?
the metal one. The biggest glass one or the biggest metal one?
Well,
you
then
got?
I'll do the glass one.
Should fit it.
Ah, it'll be enough for this little bit. Oh yeah. Good call. Thank you. Oh, I try not to disturb her stuff down there too much, because I understand wanting to be organized, and I don't do a whole lot of seasonings on these. There's my pepper. I don't do salt. So when I do salt, it's very little. So there's some things like taters that just need a little bit of salt. Alright, I'm going to give it just a dab more olive oil. Which now when Mama cooks them, she don't use near the olive oil and stuff that I do. She don't like hers so oily, so to speak. Now I'm going to turn them down to about 4 and let them go. Going to get us some sausage going. Come on out of there. Now this is a pre-made, pre-stamped stuff. Let's see. I think I'll put you back there. And he ain't going very high at all. I'm setting him on about 3 or so there. Now as these thaw out and all that, they will slide on down in there. Now that's trash. I don't know if I'll do any more eggs or not. So, let that all going. Cast iron skillet I should have used for my gravy. Simply because you gotta whip it up and stuff. Let's see. Yeah, that only leaves the big one. Huh. Well, I hate to do that to her. But she really don't like it. And I actually have one that's bigger than this one. So, take that off. Turn that off. Turn my front on over here to about 4. And turn this one up, front burner on to high. Let it start heating up. Okay, taters are going. Oh, I should have waited on them. Damn it. It's all timing in this stuff. So, I'm going to turn that off for a minute. Set this over here out of the way. What I forgot is my biscuits. And I have to be able to turn that up to 400. So I can back off on this. Turn that front off. Turn this front back on. And unfortunately, my taters are going to get done quicker than my other stuff, but it is what it is. Alright. So, what I'm probably going to wind up doing is cooking them taters. And I'll put them on something else. And then I will reuse that skillet to make my gravy. All this stuff I'm done with. Clean up my mess. Oh, folks, I'll be back. I got a little stuff going here. Bye. Alright, I'm getting my biscuits ready. And yes, we do pre-made biscuits. We kind of like them. Grandma can make biscuits, but these are decent, and I told her not to worry about it. And you always put the flat side down. Now, I figure she's going to eat 1 or 2. I know I'm going to eat at least 2 or 3. And it never bothers me to have 2 extra biscuits around for munching later in the day. I was thinking that this said 400. And actually, what it said was 350 to 400. You know, I've got my eggs cooking in there. So what I'm fixing to do is, and we take these and put them in a freezer bag. It's just the easiest way to store them to us. There we go. You get the majority of the air out. You hear my taters? We're fixing to go check them. And I do like to, let me carry you over here. Now, it might be a little bit difficult to see because of the lighting. This overhead light really sucks. Another one of them gizmos she's got, a lid holder. Alright, they're not sticking at all. Those are looking pretty good. Then I'll flatten them. And like I said, normally I'm cooking more than this, so my skillet's usually fuller. But I'm cooking for just me and Grandma this morning, and I'm taking it real easy on it. So, can you see those? Hey, they're starting to brown up, and her little lid holder works great. And there we got them still cooking more. Alright, sausage right here. It's cooking. There we go. Biscuits are ready. Let me back you off where you get a big picture of all of it. Get my big body out. Here, Grandma, since you're here. I think that thing's sealed. You might double check it. Thank you. Alright. So we got a couple eggs in the basket in there for us. We got taters going. Got sausage going. Biscuits are ready to go in. They take what, 20 minutes, don't they?
400 for 20 minutes.
400 for 20 minutes is what it calls for. Here, there ain't no need me cooking more eggs. Alright folks, we're gonna clean up behind ourselves. Something we like doing is when we got a little knoll spot like this is clean up our mess, put stuff up, stay on top of it. And we only got this down to show y'all. Goes up here, don't it? Yo. And I tell you now, man, if you get in the kitchen cooking, the wife appreciates it, but respect her kitchen and try to put stuff back where she had it at. If you don't know, then work out a system like we have where she likes me cooking, but she knows there's certain things that she gonna have to do behind me. So she knows come Monday, when I'm gone, she's got a big push to clean up a bunch of stuff while I was cooking, which she's okay with that. I've got everything going. You're up to date. Give me a break. Let me have a cup of coffee and a cigarette. We'll see how this all goes. Alright folks, timer's fixing to go off on my eggs. And I turned it up to 400. They're a little wiggly. I'm going to stick them on that bottom shelf for a couple more minutes. Now I'm going to put my biscuits in. Okay, there goes our timer. Let's tell me my eggs should be done. But they're not, we just checked them. I want to check my taters. So I'm wanting this skillet. Oh, they smell like they might have burnt on me, damn it. Yeah, they did a little bit. Damn it. Alright, so I should have turned them down a while ago, like a dummy I didn't. But like I told you, regardless what it is, you're going to get to see it. Me and Mama in here talking and I didn't pay attention. But if I'm just now smelling them, they didn't burn too bad. And it ain't a big deal to me. If I got one that's too badly burnt, I'll throw it out. Here's what I got. You can see there's one a little burnt. He got a little piece burnt. That littlest one there burnt. But overall, they turned out pretty good. I should have been paying more attention. Now, being I use all the oil that I do, I take mine out and I put them on something to drain. Now, in a few minutes, me or Grandma One will pick out the worst of them burnt ones there and throw them away. Now, let me pause you a minute. I need to turn my sausage over. Then I'm going to start my gravy. I'll be back. Alright folks, here we go. Like I said, I ain't done this in forever. Got me some lard. This is not the best lighting over here for y'all. Sorry, that's just how it goes sometimes. Who is it, Lil Joe? Okay, well hit the... Tell him I'll call him back. Nothing now. Sound like it done quit.
Yeah.
Alright. Got my grease in there. And I'm going to add my flour. Now you gotta be careful, you can scorch this real easy, which mine's trying to do. Come on, work with me here, stove. I'll set it off for just a second. Like I said, I haven't done this in literally years. So, I don't know how it's going to turn out overall. But you got to get that all broke down. That's what makes lumpy gravy, or not so lumpy gravy, is this part right here. Mine's going to make a brown gravy instead of white gravy if I ain't careful. Alright, you get that mixed in. Then you start adding your milk. Here going. Now this is another phase that will make it real lumpy. You got to break all that stuff down in here. And this is all guesswork on how much flour and grease and milk. It's just a practiced art. And this is why we call it pepper gravy. And I like a lot of pepper. Pepper gravy should have a lot of pepper. Now I need to turn it up a little bit, where I had it low for the grease and whatnot. Now, see it bubbling? That's what's going to make it thicken up, is all that bubbling in there. Well, you probably can't see it. There, maybe that's better on you. See how it's bubbling up? That's thickening on me. And yes, I'm one of them that add too little milk and then I add more to it. I can't help it. I don't like runny gravy, so to make it thick like I like it. And what I'm doing with the fork is I'm keeping all that stuff off the bottom and making it mix in with that milk. That's what makes it thick. That's what keeps it from being lumpy. Well, I'll tell you what, for somebody who ain't done this in years, wrong drawer. Don't look like it's going to turn out too terribly bad. Yes, and I'm not afraid to pick up my pans and stuff and remove them from that heat for a second. There we go. Let me grab a spoon over here. Y'all are in my way, and I'll deal with you. Alright. That ain't too runny at all. We'll go ahead and turn that off. This ain't the spoon I really wanted to get, but I couldn't open the drawer enough to get what I wanted. Y'all was just blocking my drawer there. Alright, I'm going to remove it from the heat. That's how you make gravy. Damn it. Okay. There's my eggs. I forgot about them. I should have pulled them out a few minutes ago. Got too many tasks going on here. Well, there's the eggs. Sausage is done. Turn it off. I'll pull it out and put it on paper towel to drain. We got, shit, I didn't set my timer on my biscuits. So we'll just keep an eye on them. They're not done yet. So that's how this goes. I'll bring you back when we put it all together here in a minute. Alright folks, we're going to wrap it up. My eggs got a little dunner than I really like, but it happens. I'm going to give Grandma the best one here. She got her couple of taters and got her sausage. I'm going to put her biscuit on here. Our biscuits got done. Now let me get this out of the way. Let's see how our gravy turned out. Here's our gravy. I didn't make much, but now you can see that's some thick gravy. Can you see that? That's some thick gravy right there. I'm going to put her just a touch on her taters, because I know Grandma. I'm going to put a little touch on her biscuits. And there we go. Now it's easier to make more gravy than to make less. But it is what it is. Oop, she don't want that pork. She likes a little pork. There you go. A little simple throw together brunch. Took less than an hour. But that's it. Y'all remember, God loves you and so do I. Bye.